What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Alex and you're watching more Fragrance Please. Today we are doing a full in-depth review and my thoughts and opinions on Anne Christel's fragrance. This is Kick-Ass, her new Extrait de Parfum, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to dive in, talk about longevity, note breakdown, how I felt when I wore it, and is this a good pickup for you? So stay tuned. All right, guys, again, welcome back to the channel. My name is Alex. If you love fragrance-related content, I suggest, hey, subscribe down below. Give me some comments. Let me know with some shares and some likes how you like these videos. This is a video in collaboration with a brand called Anne Christel. I believe this brand is from Canada. And full transparency, this bottle was shipped to me very quickly, I might add. Like within about 2 days, this is already here. It was shipped to me for full transparency review, and I'm not going to change my opinion of anything. In fact, if you saw my first impressions on this, you will notice a different kind of tone here. So let's get into it. We're talking about Kick-Ass. And now we'll look at the bottle real quick. It is almost this kind of like gunmetal blue with this black behind this gold plaque, which looks kind of riveted in. I like the look of that. That's one of the reasons why I chose this fragrance. Very pretty. Cap is gold at the base, black plastic with a gold kind of plaque on top. Very light. I mean, it can hold the fragrance. It doesn't snap into place, but it does hold the fragrance, so that's good. Atomizer is that same gold. Let's go ahead and look at the atomizer real quick. So short, wide blasts. So what do you get from this fragrance from Anne Christel, which is aptly named Kick-Ass? What do you get from it? So this is a unisex offering. You can tell that right off the bat. It is not leaning more masculine. It's not really leaning feminine. In some way, shape, or form, if you are not into maybe some florals and some brightness, you might think, hey, this is more feminine. But this is definitely, to me, a dead-on ringer for a unisex fragrance. It is a very fresh fragrance. It is one that I know for sure will be reached for a lot. It's versatile, it's easy to wear, and let's get into the notes right now. So, the top notes right off the bat of Kick-Ass from Anne Christel are marine notes and ozonic notes, along with amber and lemon. So right off the bat, what you get with that, a marine and ozonic makes it kind of this blue, fresh thing, this blue, mass-appealing fragrance you have right off the top, and it's beautiful. It's lightly salty. It's got the marine notes, which kind of makes it salty. The ozonic brings it up, makes it airy. And then you have lemon and amber. And lemon, you can smell prominently. You can smell a fresh citrus up top, and that clearly is a lemon with a warmth of amber. Amber usually is a base note that keeps things kind of warm, but I imagine they probably used it lightly in the formulation up top to kind of give it a little bit of body and grab right at the top. Mid notes, jasmine, mandarin, and pepper. You also smell the mandarin. It does bring that love to the lemon and kind of gives it that citrus thing during the wear. The jasmine is that floral. So you do smell a floral, which kind of gives it that unisex thing. If you're not into florals, men, you may not be into this fragrance at all. This is definitely one that is easy to wear, but if you don't like florals, you may not reach for it. So jasmine is a very floral note. It does not smell like grandma's house. It does not smell like your mom's rose fragrance. It's a very light jasmine, kind of gives it a little bit of a bite along with that pepper, and that gives it a bite too. Pepper is one of those things usually done in the top note or mid note to give a little bit of a bite thing. It has a little bit of the bite thing, but it's not over the top. It's not spicy in a way. It's not masculine spicy of any sort. It just kind of brings itself into the mid notes and kind of lifts up all that lemon and mandarin and ozonic notes and kind of brings it together. The base notes are cedar, sandalwood, and musk. And you have a clean musk. It's very clean, very clean. This fragrance to me is what I like to call a dryer sheet fragrance. It's got a lot of beauty up top, and the base is nice and clean, and it's easy and versatile. Every time that I've worn it, I've given it 3 full wearings and then a first impressions on the hand, which is told you the last video I put up of Anne Christel is my first impression. So make sure you go back and check that out. But the change in my opinion comes as this. This is my opinion. Upon the first impressions, I wasn't super blown away. To me, it was kind of just another fresh fragrance. It was one that could be easily worn when you're not trying to think too deeply into what you want to wear for the day. Just an easy grab fragrance. And I could see myself wearing it from time to time, especially in the spring and summertime, which I think this one right here is going to blow everyone away in the spring and summertime. But then as I wore it and gave it a full wearing, and might I add, it's an extrait de parfum, so this concentration is going to be higher up in oil, it did a full 180 for me. It changed my mind, and I don't know what it was, if it was just giving it a full wearing a few times, but the ozonic thing, I love that. I love blue fresh fragrances. I love citrus up top. I love the fact that it has a little bit of bite to it from the pepper, but it's not too much, and that clean musk, which makes it very easy to wear. Some musks you don't really notice, some are super clean. Along with the sandalwood and the cedar, you get a creaminess at the base. So the whole wearing is this creamy, citrus, fresh dryer sheet. And initially I was like, yeah, it's nothing really that special, but as I wore it, it changed my mind. It made it onto my skin a few more times after giving it the first initial wearing. And that's really kind of not something I do all the time. Usually I'll get a fragrance, I'll do a first impressions, and then I'll wear it and review it. But this I kept going back to. I wanted to kind of really wear it. I wanted to get a blanket of love from it, I guess, if you would. So I wore it a few times before shooting this video I'm doing today. And every time I wore it, I loved it. The compliments I got from my wife were, wow, you smell really good. What is that? What fragrance are you wearing? My oldest son, Ezra, who loves fragrances, goes, wow, you smell really good. What is that? What are you wearing? So I got immediate feedback from this fragrance that I really love. Of course, we all love feedback, but to get a fragrance, and it start to really work for you and change your mind about it, that's really all I ask. I love wearing fragrances. I love when it's appealing to everyone around me, and it makes me happy to wear it too. So enough said, let's talk about longevity. So longevity for Kick-Ass by Anne Christel is going to be 8+ hours on my skin. I got 8+ hours. It turned into a skin scent, a deep skin scent, probably around 7 or 8 hours, where I could still smell it. But I noticed with this one as an extrait, it heated up. As I heated up, it projected more. It kind of it showed itself some more. It said, hey, I'm still here. I'm still fresh. I'm still clean. I'm still making you feel good. And that is what I liked about this one. The sillage, I'd say, was about 3 hours of walking in and out of my office in here, still smelling it, still smelling good, still kind of leaving a nice scent trail. And like I said, as an extrait, it kind of gives you that longevity, but it also gives you a pop. A pop the eau de toilettes and the eau de parfums usually bring is this kind of upbeat, in your face, and that's why I think this one's very unique, because it has the ozonic and marine notes, but it's an extrait, so it brings the whole thing together. It almost kind of like sparkles, and that's one of the things in the description for this fragrance is that it sparkles, like marine sparkles, and I get that. It sparkles. It's almost like this champagne thing. When you get close to champagne, it's sparkly and poppy. You have to try it. It's kind of its own thing, and I like that about it. So Kick-Ass from Anne Christel. Is it worth the hype? Is it worth looking into? I believe so. Is it versatile? Yes. Is it unisex? Yes. Will I wear it again? Absolutely. I think all occasions for this fragrance would be great. It's inoffensive. It's not going to upset people. There's nothing in it that could make people go, oh, I like that, but that. Like this right here was a little bit of everything you're looking for. At least I'm looking. So Kick-Ass from Anne Christel could be found on our website, annechristel.com. Or I think .ca, because I believe they are in Canada. So thank you guys so much for sending this bottle out. I hope you guys like this review. Have you seen this bottle before? Have you seen this brand? I think you've probably seen this bottle before because it's floating around the internet so well right now that it's very distinct. It's very unique. I've never seen one like it. And that's why I really enjoyed gravitating towards it. It was like, wow, that is a beautiful bottle. And I'll put all the information on the website right here. They've got some offerings. I believe AK-47 is another offering I'll put right here and kind of scroll down. There's some other offerings that look a little bit more feminine than unisex, and it's something to check out. So again, I appreciate Anne Christel and her team for sending this over for full review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down below in the comments. Have you tried this brand? What do you think? Are there any more fragrances from this house that I should be trying? let me know down below in the comments. And again, you guys, thanks so much for watching. My name is Alex. More fragrance, please. Have a great day and look good, smell good, be good. Talk to you soon.